We are now officially entering the Chesapeake Bay, and as you can see, it's a gray day, it's raining, and the wind is about 10 to 15 miles an hour. As we look back towards Norfolk, you'll see there are a couple of sailboats out here with us, and then there are 2 trawlers behind us, and perhaps you can see in the very great distance the warships of Norfolk. But here we go out into the Chesapeake, and it's just like the Chesapeake can be. It's got waves, got rain, got wind. But here we are, and we are glad to be here. So here we are in the Chesapeake, and there's a fellow trawler out there. I'm not sure you can see him, but he's in a pretty light as we go into a very gray and dark Chesapeake on this passage, our first passage in the Chesapeake. We are in about 1 to 2 foot waves, and if you want to see what that looks like going into the waves, you see this trawler off to our side that will take these relatively small bow waves and be getting a little bit of a bow splash. But it's actually quite nice out here in the middle of the Chesapeake now as we continue our voyage on up to Deltaville, Virginia. One of the things you, of course, have to look out for in the Chesapeake are the crab traps that are all out here. We're in 30 feet of water, but as we are coming up upon the wolf trap light, and you can probably see it out there. There's actually a sailboat or 2 going by it as well. This is the turning point where we just mosey on up along the land that you see over to the side. But this is called Wolf Trap Light, and it's a pretty old lighthouse, like many of them in the Chesapeake. We'll probably get a prettier view as we get a little bit closer. We're coming up upon Wolf Trap Light, one of the many beautiful lighthouses that you see that warn mariners of various shoal waters as well as land. And this is one of the more unique looking lighthouses here on the Chesapeake. It's called Wolf Trap Light. So we're not alone out here in the Chesapeake. As you see, there's a sailboat there, and I'll pan, and here's another one right opposite us. And then as we look up here, there's 2 more. So plenty of companions out here on the Chesapeake, which is unlike the way it was the last time we were here. We were mainly by ourselves, but I guess this is that season when there are a lot of boats transiting the Chesapeake. We are on the Rappahannock now, and this marker that you can probably see ahead is the marker to Deltaville. We'll take a left there, and that will conclude as we come to port at Deltaville. That will conclude our first day on the Chesapeake, and it's been a good day, one that was basically uneventful. A little bit of rain, a little bit of wind, and waves were very manageable.